everyone, today's podcast is on IAS 20 Accounting for Government Grant and Disclosures of Government Assistance. Getting into the topic of government grant, starting with the government grant, what is a government grant? Government grant are the transfer of resources to an entity in return for a past or future compliance with a certain condition. They exclude assistance that cannot be valued and normal trade with the government. Whereas government assistance is the government action designed to provide an economic benefit to a specified entity, it does not include indirect help such as infrastructure development. So government assistance is the economic benefit to a specified entity. Now, after the definition that I'm going to discuss is recognition. IAS 20 says that government grant should not be recognized until the conditions for the receipt have been complied with and there is reasonable assurance that the grant will be received. Means it is virtually certain. Grant should be matched with the expenditure towards which they are intended to contribute in the statement of profit or loss. Income grant given to subsidize expenditure should be matched to the related cost. Income grant given to help to achieve non-financial goals such as job creation should be matched to the cost incurred to meet that goal. Grant related to the asset. Grant for purchase of non-current assets should be recognized over the expected useful life of the related asset. IAS 20 provide two acceptable accounting policies for this. Deduct the grant from the cost of asset and depreciate the net cost. The other is treat the grant as a deferred income and release to the profit and loss over the period of asset. Repayment. A government grant that becomes repayment is accounted for as a revision of accounting estimate. Income-based grant. Firstly, debit the repayment of any liability for deferred income. Any excess repayment must be charged to profit and loss immediately. Means income-based grant double entry will be, we are going to debit the deferred income. Means here we are now going to debit the deferred income and credit the bank because the amount have to be paid, and the balancing figure will be charged or credit to statement of profit and loss. Now, capital-based grant deducted from cost. Increase the cost of the asset with the repayment. This also increase the amount of depreciation that should have been charged in the past. This should be recognized and charged immediately. Entry will be non-current asset debit. By the amount non-current asset debit, bank will be credit. So bank will be the credit. Now the amount you are going to pay, the asset is going to increase by that amount. And the third is capital-based grant treated as deferred income. Firstly, debit the repayment to any liability for deferred income, means debit the deferred income. Any excess repayment must be charged to profit and loss immediately. Bank credit and the balancing figure will be charged to income statement. So there are three methods of repayment. Income-based means we are going to recognize when we are recognizing the grant as a deferred income. Second is when we are deducting the grant amount from the asset, and the third is capital based grant treated as deferred income. It is a capital based, but it is treated as a deferred income. Now the next part is government assistance. As implied in the definition set out earlier, government assistance help business through advice, procurement policies and similar method. It is not possible to place reliable values on these form of assistance, so they are not recognized in the financial statement. So government assistance are not recognized in the financial statements. Now, disclosure. IAS 20 requires the following disclosure. The accounting policy and presentation method adopted. The second, the nature of government grant recognized in the financial statement. And third, unfulfilled condition relating to government grant that have been recognized. So this standard IAS 20 government grant is a pretty short accounting standard, and so there are some other aspects of grant. That grant can be given in two forms, like cash form, and other is non-cash, like non-monetary forms. Getting into what is a cash form. Cash, the cash. So if cash is given for specified time and for specified purpose, so it is a deferred income. But if grant is given for the losses or expenses already incurred, then in income statement we are immediately going to recognize the grant as received. And if we are getting grant for non-current asset, either we are going to recognize as a deferred income or adjust with the cost of asset. But grant can be given in non-monetary form, like example land, building given for free. Now, since a land or building is given for free, no accounting or record in a way that impact is zero, like non-current asset debit, deferred income credit. So if non-monetary grant is given, like land, building, so there will be no accounting, because or accounting in such a way that impact is zero.